History remembers the Crusades as Christian armies marching east, but few know that inside Europe itself, there were crusades against Christians. Entire communities wiped out, villages burned, beliefs erased. This is the forgotten chapter. Europe's crusade against Christians. The medieval world was not united under one church. It was a battlefield of Christian sects, rival doctrines, and political power struggles. Popes declared holy wars not just against Muslims, but against Christians who disagreed with them. These conflicts shaped modern Europe, yet they've all but vanished from our textbooks. We're taught a simple story, but the reality was far more complex and bloody. So, why was this history hidden? Let's travel back to southern France. Here, the Cathars lived a life of simple faith, peace, and spiritual purity. But their beliefs threatened the established church, which labeled them heretics. In 1209, Pope Innocent III launched the Albigensian Crusade. This wasn't a war in a distant land. It was a holy war against fellow Christians at home. Cities were stormed, villages were burned, tens of thousands died. In one infamous moment, a Catholic commander allegedly ordered his soldiers, "Kill them all. God will know his own." This was a systematic eradication of a belief system, a massacre that has been largely forgotten. Meanwhile, in the Alps, another group called the Waldensians preached a life of poverty and a return to the scriptures. For this, they were hunted across mountains, ambushed in valleys, and massacred in their own villages. Survivors were forced to flee into caves and forests, their communities wiped from the map. It's a brutal story of persecution that rarely gets told. The violence wasn't just against so-called heretics. During the Fourth Crusade in 1204, Latin Christian knights turned their weapons on Constantinople, the greatest Christian city on earth. They slaughtered fellow Christians, looted churches, and killed priests. A crusade intended for the Holy Land ended up sacking the capital of Eastern Christianity. This pattern of Christians killing Christians exploded during the Reformation. Catholics and Protestants declared each other enemies of God. The St. Bartholomew's Day massacre turned the streets of Paris into a river of blood. The 30 Years' War devastated Central Europe, killing nearly a third of Germany's population. This was violence on an industrial scale, all in the name of faith. So why don't we hear about these events? Because history is often written by the victors. If you found this hidden history compelling, make sure to like and subscribe for more untold stories. Thanks for watching.